Hello friends, you are welcome to challenge 2. As I told you, we are going to be solving 400 challenges. So for day 2, we have this challenge. It's a very simple challenge. Write a Python program to calculate the area of circle using the formula pi radius square. As you can see clearly, pi radius square in mathematics, pi is 3.142. Then the radius will be dynamic, meaning the user will have to supply the value of r. So the first thing you do is to open your VS Code. So I'll open my VS Code. I will create a file and I will call it C2, means challenge2.py. So now let me comment it. So I will say Python program to calculate area of a circle, which is pi times radius times radius. So this is the formula here. So the next thing I'm going to do is to allow the user or prompt the user to enter the radius. So I will say input. I will use the function input and I will say please enter the value of, or please enter radius. So I will assign this to, I will create a variable named radius and I will assign the value the user entered and store it in this variable radius. So once I do that, the next thing I will do, whenever the user enter any value through the keyboard, it will come as a string. So to use it for any calculation, I will need to convert it to float. So I will say radius will be equals to float. I will use the function float to cast the value to float. I'll say radius. So what will happen here is that once the user enter the value or the radius, it will be assigned to this radius here. Then I will now convert the radius to float and store it in the radius here. So the next thing I will do is to perform the calculation. I will say area. Sorry, let me assign a value for pi. So I will say pi is equals to 3.142. So in mathematics, we know pi has a default value of 3.142. So the next thing I will do is to say area will be equals to pi times radius times radius. So this radius times radius is the same thing as radius square. Once I do this, I will now display the results. I will say print. I will print using f string so that I can display the result inside the string. So I will say this. I will say the area of the circle with radius is equals to area. So this will give us what we intend to achieve. So let me right click and I will right click and I will run Python file in terminal. So you can see, please enter the radius. It's asking me to enter the radius. I can now enter any value. I will say 30. I'll press enter. So you can see our result here. The area of the circle with radius 30.0 is equals to 2827.7999. I can even choose to round this result to 2 decimal place. I will come here. I will cut this result and I will say round. There's a function known as round in Python. I will supply the area. I will say I need the result in 2 decimal place. So this will give us what we want. So let me right click and run again. So you can see if I enter 12 as the radius and press enter, so the area of the circle with radius 12.0 will give us 452.45. So you can see the result is now displayed in 2 decimal place. Another way we can actually enhance this code is to actually import the mass module. Let's assume we don't know that pi is 3.142. We can say import mass module. Then instead of assigning 3.142, we'll say pi is equals to mass dot pi. As you can see, this pi is a built-in variable stored in this module mass. So this will give us similar result. I can now right click and run. As you can see, so if I supply 12 again and press enter, as you can see 452.39, here we have 452.45. So we have a little variation in decimal place. So it's very simple. So this is how to actually find the area of a circle using the formula pi radius square. Thank you very much, friends. Please subscribe, share, and turn on the notification button below so that you can be alerted whenever I upload further videos. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. Peace.